He did the
Welcome back
thing.
to Low Budget D&D. I'm Oliver, your DM, and this is episode 18. So, when we left off, you four had just vanquished the Archmage and kind of reconciled or accepted, in some ways, the death of your fallen comrades. Um, so, as we come back to the world of Deoria in this vast cavern, uh, what are you all going to do?
I don't know. Life has no purpose.
Well, Colin, you're on push to talk.
Are we skipping past the looting of all of our homies?
Yes, the
and all
the
that?
looting has happened. That's part of the whole acceptance of death
Okay.
thing, where
I
you
would-
kind of just kind of ignore the respect for the dead bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can
I
I
like
roll
to
a
say
perception check?
I helped out the most. I dropped my bow twice, didn't fire off a single arrow. So you're welcome, all of you.
Question: would I happen to be in possession of any sort of vial or like canteen of some sort?
I have some leftover
Perhaps, yes.
vials of poison. Would you like some?
I would like an empty vial.
I do have that.
I would like to collect the Archmage dust. Wait, no, he didn't turn into dust. He just disintegrated.
He disintegrated into
Never mind.
nothingness.
I will not collect any dust because there is no dust of Archmage. I would like to leave.
You're leaving the cavern that the fight took
Do I
place
have to make a check to get over the boulder?
Yeah,
again?
do we have to get over the
in?
rock?
No, we're gonna say that as you guys were looking over the bodies and looting everything,
I still want to
and
make
when
a
the
check.
Archmage died, his spell ended. We'll say.
Well, I want to go over the
Oh.
boulder though.
Okay,
Parkour.
you make it this time. You
Yeah.
know the clever paths up now.
Impossible.
Wow. Kind of
He's
sus.
cheating.
Must be
Well.
using hacks.
I would like to, think back about when we just fought the Archmage in the cavern and thinking about all the people that died, and it brings you some flashbacks of a very, very dark memory from when I was a child, of when my
Uh-oh.
whole entire family was murdered by an evil group of magic users, and I would like to remember why I will never use magic, or do not like to be around it.
Yep. So as this memory happens, you recall your family was going about a religious ritual that you guys tended to follow, your holy cleansing, in fact. And as you guys were going about this ritual, a group of people just came up to you and attacked your family, seemingly for no reason. Um, and your entire family was slaughtered before your very eyes.
Yes, they were in fact, indeed.
Noobs.
I'm gonna say they don't sound that tough, unlike Mr. Z.
Well, do you have the tough feet?
I do actually.
Oh, okay, good.
Gotta get that
He's
extra health
tough.
while I can.
So wait, so we still have the cart, right? Meaning our travel back to Folos that I don't know actually exists, is very much
Yes.
faster, right? It won't take 8
Transportation!
episodes.
Correct. You guys will in
we
fact
had the
make it
cart
back
the
to
first
Folos.
time. What?
Oh wait, yeah.
I don't understand the logic
You guys
here.
traveled from Nomek to Folos, and then in Folos you had some speeching and role playing to do, and then after Folos you went to Desal.
No, after Folos we went to Merchantville, back to Folos, then we went to Desal.
Merchantville
was
was
part
the
of
name of the
Folos.
district within Folos.
I thought it was its own separate town, but
Nope.
Bruh,
sorry guys, my bad. My
I would
character's
like to return to Desal and go to the Thieves Guild.
As you you four enter the Thieves Guild again, the silent, watchful faces of the people there that you've been protecting, that you've been helping, that have grown to genuinely trust you, they stare back at you in a kind of grim unison, and as they see that there are only four of you, they kind of darken for a moment, their sadness is apparent, and they really feel for you four. And um, as soon as the moment came, it passed, and they seem to realize the Archmage must be gone. If you had returned, and you had returned alive, the Archmage was surely gone from the city of Desal, their home, and they begin rejoicing and praising you.
May I
Yeah.
speak to them?
You can, yes.
I would like to say,
I love that you said that.
That was a very cool speech.
Z's gonna kind of perk up. He'll be like, "Yo, Poe's dead. We're cool. Everything's cool." Yeah.
Just laugh.
Yep. So
Then
So-
Frederick's gonna point at Mr. Abdul and be like, "He's really cool. He killed him."
he did kill him, yes.
He doesn't have anything to say. Okay.
it was Yol Keensair who killed him, not I.
Yes.
Amen.
All right. I think we're done here because
Wait. I wanted to 100% the Thieves Guild. What about the
Oh,
back room?
Yeah. What about the back room, Mr. Olivetti?
What are you going to do about the back room?
I don't
We're
know. I
gonna
don't
go down
really
to
remember
the,
what it was.
higher ups.
Going down there again?
Yeah, I
Yes.
want to talk to them.
All right. As you descend through the twisting platforms again, you see the familiar
How do we get there?
sights. Well, you're gonna go down a lot more than most other directions, in fact, and you will never go up. That's about all the directions you can really remember upon reaching the bottom of the Thieves Guild. But once you reach the smooth stone floor at the bottom, you make your way over to the rocky outcropping on the wall yet again, and as you enter the room with the Thieves Guild higher-ups, they are cloaked in shadow, and as usual, they sit there, waiting for you to speak.
Shalom, gamer.
There is no response.
Oh, well,
Yo, what up, my homies?
There is no response.
So, we went about killing that dude that we were supposed to kill. And so we pretty much done what y'all have asked of us, and we kind of saved your guild and your city and whatnot. Seeing how the elders have tragically, mysteriously did not make it through the siege of the Thieves Guild, which we also defended, I think it is fitting that you would give us some sort of return on our time and life investment.
Give me money.
Yeah, we had life insurance on those 4 other adventurers, right?
yeah.
One of the shadowy figures speaks from the back and says, "No, I'm afraid you did not take out a life insurance policy in time. Had you taken one out, you would be getting a hefty cash return at the moment. However, we will reward you. Not only have you freed Desal, but you have also provided a path for the Thieves Guild to return to its former glory. We will be shaping how the Thieves Guild develops from here on out, and for this you have our eternal gratitude. You will be held as honored members of the Thieves Guild forevermore. You will always have a contact here in Desal and throughout the entire continent. As soon as you need anything, feel free to look for us. You've seen our symbols around Desal. They're quite hidden, but if you look hard enough, you will always find one."
Did any of the adventurers that we lost have a will?
And none of them have a will, no.
So, now that we're such good homies with the Thieves Guild, would you like to tell us what's up with that back room?
I suppose it would only be right to let you know what danger you may have faced in that
Knowledge.
That room is a force from before the dawn of time itself. It's, uh, for lack of a better term, it is a rip into the very fabric of hells, the 9 hells, or the
So
7
we
hells.
can teleport.
No,
It's the
it's not
Tesseract, right?
teleportation, it's not transportation, it's a point, a fade, in a sense,
Like the
between.
haircut.
No, what I I don't quite know what you're trying to
Like
insinuate,
the night, like
but
when you get a nice fade with a do rag.
this is a
Get
very
that waves.
serious matter.
Sorry.
I hope you'll let me explain to you what we think may have happened.
My bad, coach.
We believe the Archmage passed into this fade and communed or contacted a being from one of the 7 hells. Now, we couldn't tell you who it would be. We can't tell you even the nature of this being. It could be a lost soul. It could be one of the 7 demon lords. All we know is that it is almost certainly, or it was almost certainly done for some nefarious purpose.
I have a suspect who I think it could be.
Suspicion?
A suspect.
Please do
Okay.
tell us. We'd love to know more so that we can attempt to figure this out.
Do you think it might be a little bit, like, slightly, maybe a wee bit possible that it could have been Joe?
It could not have been Joe.
You don't think so?
I'm positive.
I accept your judgment.
Yeah, so that's really nice and all. Like, I really like that, but I really would like some money. Like, please now.
I'm afraid, especially with the destruction of our city, the repairs that we need to undergo, and the refinancing of every facet of DeSaul, we simply don't have money to spare.
Do you have any like weapons or useful stuff on our future adventures?
We may be able to source something for you. Give us a little bit of time, and we can see if we'll be able to put something together for you. But as of now, we simply have no resources to spare.
Do you have
You
any
can't do
knowledge?
some like sloppy and make something out of thin air because that's what magic
I'm-
users do. You know, like
what would make you think we're magic users?
I mean, you're wearing a cloak. You're kind of shady. You're in the bottom of the thieves guild. You're next
We're
to a
wearing
big
a
ass magic back door. That
cloak,
has.
not a robe. We are shrouded in darkness
I
because
said
there are no.
cloak, or did I say robe?
A
They're the
robe is a
same
magic.
thing. They're
A
the same.
robe would be more magic users. A cloak is a lot more mundane. We are shrouded in darkness because there is no source of light within this room. We are next to that magical back room because we discovered it upon entering DeSaul and decided it would be prudent to keep an eye on it. We are not magic users.
Hey, everybody calm it down here.
My-
Not all of us deal in gold and silver. Some, like me and my lord and savior Yolkeen Sayer, deal in knowledge. So you got any of that good stuff lying around?
Colin hunting
I
for
suppose
intel.
we could teach you one thing. Now,
Oh,
this is something we only tend to teach people who plan to be going into the more underhanded businesses, you could say.
Fireball's a cantrip.
But
Gaming style?
we will teach you our language.
What language?
thieves cunt for everyone?
For you.
Oh, just for me?
Correct.
Thieves cunt?
Correct.
Epic! Thank you, old people. Or young people, I don't remember.
See, it's funny because 2 other people in the party speak thieves' cunt.
That is correct.
Oh wait, no, Cackles is dead.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Andrew's new character, but
Isn't he dead?
no, Andrew's new character. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you, people. Do any of my other fellow party members, you perhaps, have any other business with these people?
I do not. What about you, good sir?
You're looking at Colin.
I think we shall be going now.
Sounds about right.
Well, we bid you safe travels, and please let the residents of DeSaul know that the city is safe once again, and they can return. It'll be such a joy to see our home
Z would like
alive again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Z would like to chime in, quick.
Okay.
I was gonna say, watch this. I'm gonna roll for a backflip.
Okay, go for acrobatics.
Acrobatics. 19.
You do a sick backflip. Not a perfect one, but a sick one.
Epic. All right, now I'm gonna throw some peace signs and walk out.
All right. As you all walk out, you can hear a soft murmur from one of the higher ups, but nothing else.
Oh, they like my butt.
As we walk out, above us appears a stack of what appears to be golden Lego studs. They seem to be pulsating with some sort of light, and it says "True Thief." We've done it,
Does in
boys.
fact say
We've
True Thief.
100%ed the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
I'm the gamer, so sweet.
So, did you guys say something about going back to the capital city of Regisan?
I think that's a good idea. We should surely conclude our business
I
regarding
have
the
not been
Archmage.
to the capital city ever, so this
We
is
should
like
go to
a
a friend's
very cool
farm.
thing.
They're
What?
gonna be like, "Where's our Archmage?" We're gonna be like, "Haha, he's dead."
We should bury our friends
Photo.
first.
Did we bring their bodies?
No.
Well, I stated last campaign I was taking care of Crackles' body.
That's true.
Mhm.
You did indeed say that.
We should probably bury them.
I have a lore question.
Yes.
Are there funeral rituals in the religion of Yolkeen Sayer?
There are no set in stone funeral rites. No.
Is there any
Okay.
funeral traditions in my religious?
Well, then I'll just
this?
go along with what other people do.
No. Your religion, it's centered around the feeling, the mental capacity increase from this holy cleansing.
All right. Cool. Cool.
What
Before
about
I
my
leave-
religion?
You have never stated a religion.
I have actually. Episode
Have
1.
you?
Yes,
And
I
what
said
would that be?
Christianity, bro.
All right.
The
I shall pull up
Christianity
episode
does
1.
not
and-
exist.
No. Just to be fair, I now follow Yolkeen Sayer.
So we have had proselytization. I can't say that word.
What is that word?
Like being missionary.
Oh, like the
Bro.
sex position?
He's been
No.
converted.
No.
Yeah,
Glenn,
that's
not that one.
What happened
No.
to the religion of Frederick?
That's
I'm
a
pretty
cult,
sure
not
Vinny
a
was the
religion.
only person that
Oh,
believed in that.
okay.
I'm gonna be honest, but you know. All right.
So as you
Can I say
yeah.
so?
Yep.
But before I leave the Thieves Guild, I can speak. I would like to turn over Crackles to the infirmary.
all
And,
right.
give him back to his people. Make
That
sure
dude's
he has
fun.
his helmet. I'm going to shine his helmet one last time just to make sure that stays nice with him because he's going to be buried with it, hopefully. I'm leaving it with the body, and I'm telling him that because he loves magic.
The infirmary staff do assure you that their companion, their friend, even would receive a proper burial.
I'm also taking the cloak.
Okay. So as you all follow your advice to return to Folos, the capital of Regisa, as you exit the Thieves Guild, you realize the cart is here. Rin's cart has been returned to the Thieves Guild, and
It's
you can only
finally
assume
back after 6, 7 episodes.
you can only assume that this is why Rin was gone for so long. Rin was searching for the cart, and it came back just in time.
I want to pet
Fuck
the
that
mule.
card, dude.
You pet the mule.
He's still alive.
No,
Yo.
it's a horse. We have argued about this forever. They are
It's a
Oh,
mule.
really?
I
It's
the
a
same
it was a mule.
thing. Donkey,
It's always
horse,
been a mule.
mule.
It's been a
same.
mule.
No, they're the same thing. It doesn't matter because they're all
No,
the
it's a combo.
fine.
The
It's a
wombo
cat.
combo.
So as you all get onto the cart, and one of you drives the cart out of the Sol, you see familiar sights. You see
Do we
where
have a driver's license?
you don't need a driver's license in the world of Deoria.
Dude.
You see where you fought the sea hags. You see where you fought the metallic dongs, and you come to the entrance to Desol, and passing through those gates feels like not a conclusion, not a conclusion per se, but
A new beginning.
resolution, the ability to continue even in spite of your great losses.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
As you continue on the road back to Folos, it's a day and a half ride. You make camp about 3/4 of the way back to Folos for the night, and you realize you've passed by one of some of the most harrowing fights you've had. The fight with the cockatrice, the fight with the Chul, and you didn't even realize how far you've come from.
What about the jackal?
That was much earlier.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know
That
how
was before
far
we
you
even
had
got
come
to
from being
Folos.
scared of a
Also, that
massive
gruel
crab
fucker.
to fighting a flame hurling necromantic wizard in a massive cavern, and it fills
I
you all
think
with a
the
sense of hope.
massive should be replaced with crit fail, so it's crit fail cavern.
Yes, crit fail cavern. And that feeling of hope will stay with you guys, and I want you all to take a point of inspiration, actually.
Bardic inspiration.
Inspiration.
Okay, so just to clarify, is this you can reroll any d20 roll?
Yes.
I'm just clarifying because inspiration has like 34 different uses, and
That's the way I'm doing it.
cool.
And in the morning when you wake, you continue back on your travels to Folos, and when you begin getting closer again, you see camps set up outside the city, and you see large groups of very roughly
Are they
clad
social
warriors.
distancing?
You see a bunch of tents set up outside the city, and you see very roughly clad warriors kind of wandering around in the area outside of Folos. And upon reaching these tents, you realize that these people have just recently arrived, and they must be the citizens of Desal.
What a quinky dink.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait. Oh.
I still don't know where we are, so I don't know that we have to go to the United Front and tell the ministers that we killed the Archmage. Just saying, someone else should do that. That has been the party.
I would like to visit the United Yolkinsair Temple in Folos.
I would like to join
United Front.
in pilgrimage.
I'll just follow along since I don't know the.
Well, you guys are on the cart still.
Well, so far.
For now, you guys are still on the cart.
Dude, if we keep our party this small, we can all fit on their cart.
Epic.
Fuck
So-
yeah!
So you all enter, or you all approach the gates of Folos yet again, and or I should say, 3 of you yet again, and once for the first time. And as you approach, guards stand at the gate and ask, "What is your business here?"
Cool.
You're going to need to be a lot more specific than that.
We just beat the Archmage, and we'd like to go through here.
We have news.
What, the Archmage?
We have news of Archmage Poe for the
You have
ministers.
news?
Yes.
Okay. Please, right away, come right in here. We'll bring you straight to the United Front. And they usher you through the gate, and soon have your mule, horse, donkey, whatever it is,
Cat.
It's a mule.
fed and watered
It's a turtle.
at a stable. They have the cart being repaired and looked over, and soon enough you're whisked away to a familiar building for some of you, the United Front. And as you approach, you see that word of your arrival has seemingly already reached them, and the commander that was there, that gave you your directive to go to Dassault in the first place, is standing outside and says, I seem to remember there being more of you, and this is me forgetting what voice I used for him.
Yeah, see, this was 15 episodes ago, so
Yeah.
Yeah, our companions got like, dead, like, lol.
I'm the
They
only
were
remaining
killed?
survivor that has not been part of
murdered.
them since the beginning.
They were murdered by your Archmage, Poe.
Surely there must be a mistake.
Nope.
That can't be the case.
He
Nope,
was
and we
evil,
killed him.
and we killed him.
He was performing the dark magic.
It was because we followed Yolkin Sayer.
Yolkin Sayer allowed us the strength to put an end to his madness.
Practice dark magic, you say?
Yes, like
Yeah, there's like a lot of
Yeah.
blood and flesh and stuff.
yeah.
He had this nice little chest.
See
with nice
these
goodies.
Archmage robes? They are infused with his dark magical powers.
You sound like
is-
a fucking advertisement person.
For like a hot dog.
This is grave news. Please come in, sit down at our table, and the ministers will be here shortly. And please tell us everything that happened. This is grave news.
I'm guessing the capital city looks like a lot nicer compared to the city I've been in for like the past week, as in just.
Oh yes,
I
it's
would
much
just
nicer.
like to kind of look around and the whole time I'm in the capital because I'm not used to this.
I would like a baguette.
Abdul, would you like to show me more about the teachings of Yolkin Sayer?
After we finish with these bureaucratic
Give him intro to
shamalama ding
science.
dongs. Yeah, I'll give him
As,
intro to science to start reading.
As you take out Intro to Science, and what chapter are you on now?
5?
You are on Push to Talk.
Oh, I clicked the wrong alt key. I finished chapter 5. I'm on chapter 6 now.
Chapter 6. Chapter 6 details the physiology of all the different races within the world of Deoria.
Epic.
And as you're sitting there reading Intro to Science, secretary will come out with a baguette and give that to Z. And while Z is eating this baguette,
Well, he kind of just like.
as Z is inhaling this baguette,
Deep.
the ministers will file into the room, all 6 of them, and they'll sit down at the table across from you all, and they'll ask, what happened? You say that the Archmage was practicing dark magic, and he killed your companions. What happened?
Is the
Exactly what you
minister of
just said.
Yolkin
That's
Sayer
exactly what we just said. He
I
killed
died
them.
for like a couple days. I ate some glass.
Okay, that sounds like a very that's
Like if this is my stomach, it went like.
we're
All right.
we're perfectly
Recap
okay
time.
without
All
that
right.
one.
So, all right. Let me give you a quick recap of what happened.
You
So,
weren't there. You weren't
I
there.
joined
You
this
weren't there.
party.
You weren't there.
Campaign recap?
No.
I didn't know this is a campaign recap.
No, okay, guys. All right, the ministers. Nice to meet you. Obviously, I'm Sonny Calaflutal. You know, the best archer in all of Regisan. But that's not important right now. So, basically, I joined these fellow adventurers couple weeks, like probably around a week ago, and they were like, "Oh, they saved me," you know, yada yada yada, small talk stuff. They don't really like me. I don't really like them. But so then we go fight some dinosaurs. You know, we kill them, cool, get some XP, and then they show me this thieves guild thing. You know, they teleport back. I walk back. We go to thieves guild, be like, yo, though, that's pretty cool. And then we just kind of like sit around, pick our buttholes for a little bit, and then the Archmage's army comes, and they're like, "Oh, siege time on the thieves guild!" And so then we spent like. We fight off a lot of them. It was very hard, you know. We almost died, but you know. Then the elders of the Thief Guild, they died as well, from not occurring instances of us. But then after that, we kind of were like, okay, gotta catch our breath after that fight. We saw how the aftermath of the Thieves Guild, how that was doing, and then then the next day we woke up and a guy just came into our sleeping quarters and was like, "Oh, guys, we know where the Archmage is." And so we're like, "Oh, whoa, okay, we gotta go do this." So then we went to this cavern that we call the Crit Fail Cavern because yep. And so then we fought him, and there's this really annoying boulder that we couldn't get along, and that's why we lost 4 of our comrades. So now that we went from an 8 party down to 4, and so now you have us, and then we came back here, and yeah, now that's what happened.
That was a lot to take in. We'll have to look into this Thieves Guild another time. But
They're cool.
why would the Archmage turn to such foul magic?
He probably got bored.
He was your homie, not ours.
Hey.
Z collapsed from too much baguette.
Z.exe
Anyways.
has crashed.
We didn't know the guy. He was evil every time we interacted with him.
Yeah,
He
was not
This
too
is-
fond of us.
That's extremely worrying.
There was one time we like fought some dongs, and like he kind of went like and teleported at us. He was like, "Hey guys, you suck. Level up. Bye bye."
In fact, he did have a chest of fleshy bits. Several, actually. You
multiple
may know about
chests
that.
of flesh.
Fleshy bits.
That is
I
dark
know not
magic.
of such things as much as I may
Oh.
like to. However, that is your homie, not our homie.
We cannot let this information get out of this room. Only the commanders and higher of the United Front and the leaders of the nations in the United Front can know about this, and apparently you as well, because you are the ones that stopped him. But this news can never reach the public. It would cause far too much fear.
I would like to gesture to Frederick and say, watch out for that one. He's got a mouth on him.
Wait, what?
Got a big mouth, bro.
And then Abdul gestures at Frederick, the rabbit, the bunny on Z, and says, "Be careful. That one's got a mouth on him."
Yeah.
It feels pretty good.
That's what she said.
That's a lively rabbit, I'll say.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
see
pretty
why
cool.
everybody thinks it's obviously a puppet.
Okay, you're dumb. Yeah, you're dumb.
It's clearly a puppet.
You want to fight?
Sure. Just give me a 40 feet head start that way.
So when you guys are fighting or are talking about fighting, the commander of the United Front says, "Well, if you guys were capable of taking down this wizard, and
Archmage.
you still fight against each other, it seems you could use further assistance for a little bit more discipline, I guess we could say, and increased capability." And he gestures to one of the soldiers at the door, and in walk two figures, a wood elf.
Wait. Slow it down a little bit. I don't know about this, guys. This is kind of dependent on our cart size, wouldn't
Yeah.
you say?
We have
Maybe we can
just
upgrade
enough
the cart.
people to fit the criteria of our cart.
We can supply a larger cart for you if you need it.
Deal.
But it's not the cart.
We'll take
It
those
has to be a mule though.
Can we have like
yeah, we're
wait,
You
keeping
can
the
you can have a
mule.
team of mules.
question ministers? Can I have my own dog sled?
I was gonna say, is it like a dog sled, but it has like 20
No, can I
mules?
have like
Now-
my
now
own dog
that's-
sled?
Now that's a little too far. Here, how about you meet these people, you decide if you are comfortable with them accompanying you, and
Okay.
whether or not you will feel comfortable with them having your backs in future altercations you have.
We'll
And,
work out the logistics
with
of the
that,
limo cart later.
A wood
Yeah.
elf and a human enter the room. And as this wood elf and this human enter the room, the commander will say, "Here are two of our new recruits that seem very promising.
Ew.
Please talk. See if you are comfortable around each other."
Hello, wood elf and variant human. How do you do, fellow elf and human type
Wait, are they
creatures?
here? There we go.
There we go.
All right. So, how good are you guys? Are you trustworthy enough to help us as our assistants?
I'm not going to be your
I'm gonna
assistant.
be your
You are going to be our assistants because we are
Nope.
stronger than you. So,
Can
go
I
for it.
roll intimidation to make this?
I'll let you know I'd
Change.
rather do this on my own than be your assistant.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
that's
hey.
cool. I think we solved the problem here.
And
Alright,
what is
perfect.
your name? There are more important aspects than working out our differences. What are your dimensions? Measurements, please. Our card is only so large.
Is this one mute?
Andrew, I'm pointing at you. You're on push to talk.
The wood elf is silent. What does you have to say?
I already said what I had to say.
What
No, I'm
what are you
talking to the
guys
wood elf.
most? What are you guys' strengths and what are your weaknesses?
What are your strengths and what are your
I asked you
weaknesses?
first,
I asked you second.
so you should answer first because I asked you first. And then I will
That's-
answer following your answers.
I can feel some slight sexual tension in the room.
Hey, I like that guy. He looks pretty cool.
You didn't. Okay.
Which one?
You pointed it that way.
You don't know which one I'm pointing at because I'm retarded.
Oh, that's right.
So, would you like to explain your strengths and differences?
Would you like to explain yours?
I asked you first.
And I asked you second.
I would like to draw my bow.
This
Your
sex.
bow?
Yes, my bow.
Okay.
And I would like to tell him, these arrows have poison on the tip of them. Meaning if I shoot you and your weak body, and they pierce your weak body, you will die
You'll have disadvantage on all ability checks.
and take
Whoa,
an extra
that's-
d12 damage.
Whoa, that's bonkers. You'll also probably get arrested for attempted murder
Well, see, the
from
thing
this
is,
get
lovely
arrested.
officer here.
I just killed the Archmage. I don't know if you heard, but so I think there's some coinky dinks there that we could work out. I killed the Archmage,
Congrats.
but I killed this guy. Evens out, clean slate.
I feel like you'll still get arrested.
I'm
for
pretty sure
murder.
Abdul
Killed
killed
Archmage.
Archmage. That's what I've heard.
Dropped bow.
I hear that
You heard
only
nothing, actually.
Abdul-
This news has not reached the public.
It was
I was
Yul
gonna
King
say-
Slayer that was the Archmage.
There's no way that you've heard that the Archmage is dead.
You didn't even hear that the Archmage was evil.
Except that Logan just told them that we killed the
I heard that you
Archmage.
killed an Archmage.
Okay, well that's true. But other than that,
so
other than
you
just
must
hearing
be a
about it now, you
wanted
haven't heard about
criminal then. So I can't see this helping you at all. If you just killed the Archmage of Dassault,
Good thing
Keep
you
in
and
mind-
you're now
wasn't
just going to kill someone.
All right.
As-
All right. Everyone who is not those two, I think we should embark on our journey because we can just leave the assholes to fight each other.
Well, we need to figure out what we're doing on this next journey.
Well, we think about the cart now and the goal later.
Okay, but they said we can get a bigger cart.
I know.
So
Maybe.
we could,
What if we just extend our current cart to have 6 wheels?
that's true. That's a very viable option, sir. You obviously have
We
very.
get rims on it.
Can we slap a spoiler on that bad boy?
Is it made out of
Oh,
flex tape?
Oliver, I'm proficient in land vehicles, so I can drive the cart really good now. Like
Really
I,
good?
used,
Turbo in it.
I used to be able to drive it, but now I can drive it really good.
Okay,
Well,
we'll
put
take
twin
this guy
turbos on
now.
the cart.
You can be the dedicated cart driver
I hesitate,
He's
but
a
I will
chauffeur.
allow him to accompany us
for the sake of the cart.
for the sake of the cart.
Why do I want to accompany you? You just threatened to kill me. I feel
Well,
like if I joined
you can-
any other group of
Because you're
adventurers,
being awkward.
Because Jacob.
how am I being awkward?
What is your
you just
name?
drew a bow
what is
to
your,
my
what is,
head.
what is your name? What is your name?
Ellendil.
He probably
Okay,
hasn't figured
Ella.
it out yet.
So
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go find another group. Hey, Elf, do you want to go find another group with me?
I don't want to go to find another group.
I'm not talking to you.
You said Elf.
Rat-faced
Wait.
bastard. I'm talking to the other elf.
Should have said that when you just said elf as a general
I
perspective.
did say
There's
elf.
multiple elves in this room.
Hush, rat-face.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, wait. So, what's your name?
My name.
Yes.
My name is Sonia Califluta. What is yours?
I'm Kavalar.
Nice to meet you, Califluta.
So, what would I get if I stay with your
You can
group?
join us on our epic quest with our epic cart.
What's
Is
that
that all
quest? We
you're
don't know.
providing?
But
That
as long as
doesn't
we-
give me
No,
anything.
we provide a lot more if you know what I'm saying. But we provide a lot more, but you have to accompany us first because it's a private.
What am I promised
thing.
if I do accompany you?
you get to kill people,
Fame.
which is fun.
As much knowledge as you will ever desire.
I'm more
Fame,
of a
wealth, and
material
knowledge.
person.
I'll drive the cart if you can get the rat-faced elf to shut the fuck up at times.
Okay, well,
I got you.
There's 2 elves.
Alright, perfect.
2 elves, man.
Yeah, you're the rat-faced one. He's the other elf.
Well, don't the elves look the same?
No.
We're both wood elves,
Mm.
meaning we look.
You're both wood elves,
Slightly
except
similar.
like with most creatures, there's definitely
Oh, you're
there's
saying because I'm a
definite
girl,
facial
I look like a
differences.
rat. Oh, I got you.
you
Frederick
just
comes
look like a
from
rat.
around
Gender
our
has nothing to
He's
do
sexist.
with it.
He's sexist.
In
Gender has nothing to do with it.
Regisan, do we care about women's rights?
What?
Yeah, what's
DM.
the status of what's women's legal and political status in the Decel currently?
The general
Not
general
Decel, in full
status
loss.
of the world of Deoria is relatively mixed. It's not super set in stone politically. It's largely societally that it becomes
Like radical?
No, it is largely societally that the rights and allowances really come into play for any given race or gender. In most cases, it is relatively equal. However, there are still those who feel differently, and that will never change within the world of Deoria.
Frederick is gonna pop out, gonna point at the human and say, "That one's stinky."
You're a talking carcass.
And
Oh wait, so you see him as a puppet as well?
That's a fucking rat carcass that he has his hand shoved up in.
Yes, so a
you
puppet.
mean
can-
this is Frederick the
I
Great?
Me and
can
this
tell a
guy
dead
finally
rabbit.
agree on something, except I still hate you.
That
wanna
is
grab
a
that up.
vessel of Yolkeen Sayer, and you shall not speak down upon it.
I'm sorry.
Wait, is this actually part of the
It's
teaching
okay,
of the old Keen Seer? I've not read anything yet.
I would like to roll persuasion against the human to make sure that he knows that this is a living creature like we have canonically
Wouldn't it be
stated
deception?
before.
All right, roll
But I
persuasion.
don't believe in magic, so I don't know this.
Human. Roll a charisma save.
Am I supposed to have anything pulled up, by the way?
What do you mean?
No.
Not roll 20, you just need dice.
No, we
But
don't-
I'm just gonna flat out say right now, my persuasion check was a crit fail.
So Jacob has
So
to
unless you
look
can
at
beat that, You better roll
Question
a
while Jacob is rolling: are the ministers still in the room?
The ministers
5.
are still in there.
I
They're
beat it.
observing.
Okay,
Wait,
I want to
so
ask the
wait,
ministers that if I
If he
murdered
crit
this guy,
fails, do we all now know that it's Frederick is just a carcass?
Well,
but we
no. See,
canonically stated that he
Yeah,
the,
we've
the
already-
truth is that Frederick is not just a carcass. So no one else besides Sonia believes anything different. You are now simply firm in your belief that Frederick is merely a carcass, regardless of the validity of that statement.
I
So
want to
is
ask
the
the
minister
ministers
of
what
Yolkeen
would
Sayer there?
happen if I murdered this human right here and now. Would I be arrested like he has clearly stated?
Well,
Because I did just kill the Archmage, so kind of.
Why are you bragging about killing a powerful political figure
He
in
wasn't a
the
political figure.
Yes, he is. The Archmage is not a role that's just handed out to everybody.
Yes,
You
it
have
is.
to be.
Because
I don't
it's
think
magic.
you
Magic
understand
takes
how
no,
this.
no skill. No skill.
I don't think you
Mad 'cause
understand
bad.
how this
Mad 'cause
works.
bad. Mad 'cause bad.
Rat-faced bitch.
I don't like this human. Can I please kill him? I'm asking.
Shut up.
we can't say for sure whether or not you would be arrested should this come to light. Otherwise, However, it won't leave our mouths.
Is the Minister
Cool.
of Yolkeensair present?
The Minister of Yolkeensair is present.
I attempt to conceal my rock-hard erection.
You do
Corrupted
successfully conceal
government
it.
officials.
Can I roll
What else is
perception?
new?
Can I roll perception on seeing the bulge?
You would not roll perception. What is your passive perception?
Unless you're
17.
actively looking for his boner.
You cannot see it.
Shoot.
Mine's an 18. Do I see it?
Wait,
Nope.
no. My passive perception went up to 19.
Nope.
Jesus.
I'm really
Considering-
hiding it.
Yeah.
That or my pee-pee is just tiny.
No, you're really hiding
Well,
it.
I would like. Can I take a sidebar with the actual party?
The 4 originals, or at least semi-originals.
Yes. With the-
You can, yes.
All right. I would like to huddle them up and like, all right, team. So
Do you guys want to go to a separate room?
Yeah.
I don't actually care about that.
Team huddle.
Team huddle, guys. All right. So I will be fine with letting these 2 Avengers in until that human crosses me. If he crosses me, he's good as dead. Ass is grass, dead. All right.
Talking about killing?
I think we are talking about killing. All right.
I'm with you.
All right. So we all good. They join our party, and if they cross us, they're out. But if they're trustworthy, we keep them around.
Well, that guy's an asshole, but he said he could drive a good car.
But like the ministers
so-
did say, we need some balance, so
and
maybe,
that,
I would-
that other guy
I
seems
would
cool.
like to
He's
interject
a
on
simple
how I've been an
mercenary, but
asshole.
he's cool.
This is a sidebar. You don't hear this. This is a team
You're
huddle.
You're in the same exact
No, but we're
room.
whispering.
You're not whispering right now.
Because I can't.
perception.
Jacob,
You
that's
can whisper.
metagaming.
What's your passive perception, though, Jacob?
How do you calculate
Perception mod plus 10.
Okay. Perception was 14.
Does he hear us?
No, you guys all /W'd it all.
All right.
All right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mullen, raise your hand.
Yeah, Mon, just raise your hand.
Don't say what for what.
Just raise your hand.
You don't know. You're too
Just raise
stupid
your
to
hand.
figure
I
it
mean,
out.
it's 3 out of 4 anyway. We're a democracy, so it doesn't actually matter. But so,
Yeah, I raised my hand.
all right, we have decided. Now, Mr.
And
Keeper
what
of
have you
Knowledge-
decided?
the Keeper of Knowledge will explain our.
I would like to turn to the ministers and state, we have reached an accord. We have decided that we will allow these men to join our ranks, if only as a simple cart driver and mercenary.
Very well.
Cool.
The UF will dispatch these new soldiers into your care, and
What's in it? What's in it for us?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a
You still-
mercenary.
Well, fame
I get money
and
to fight.
no.
see,
You still haven't
see,
said
I
what.
was actually under the
You get to
impression
be taught Yolkeensair.
you Elendil actually worked for the UF, and they are dispatching you on this assignment. And Calvalar, you are a hired mercenary. We are paying you to do this.
I don't remember the last time I was paid.
They hand you a
Neither
coin purse
do
with 50
I.
gold and say, "Here you go."
Sorry, I couldn't hear you at all.
They hand you a coin purse with 50 gold and say, "Here you go."
I mean, normally soldiers also get paid.
No,
So
actually,
is this new group now taking
the
my
UF
pay?
is largely a volunteer force, and those that join then serve mandatory terms of at least 4 years.
All right, one last year. I got 1 year left then.
Yeah.
I joined at 20 and I am 23 years of age.
You're young.
Well, you
Poggers
guys,
moment.
both of you, will also get wealth, fame, and knowledge if you accompany us as well. So, and you also have no choice. So,
And the ministers will continue with their statement, saying, before we were interrupted by the speech of pay, we were stating that this opportunity, these two joining you, should be indicative of a responsibility we are laying on you as an entity, as a group. We believe you are capable enough to lead a capable group of warriors, of wizards, of thieves, of rangers into the forces of evil, into those that would oppose all things civil in the name of the UF. And we would like to grant you the honorary title, not even honorary, genuine title of a division of the UF within in and of yourselves.
Sick. All right, what's our team name?
The Crit
That-
Fail Comrades.
We will think about that at a later time. I think.
Hitting and screaming.
Turtle fuckers.
Oh,
No, we would
like
like
this
Isn't
guy.
that a thing from fucking Puffin Forest? That's what I
We would-
thought.
we would like to make this clear to you at this time. Should you accept this responsibility, we do hope that you will heed the UF's call when the time arises, when you are needed. We hope that you will return to our service and you will help us again, because you have proved quite capable warriors, and you would be invaluable assets to us.
Epic.
Epic.
I take this is an agreement.
I
Seems
believe so. But I feel like we
Our-
need to have something set in stone, like on paper and pencil, or parchment, or whatever is in this era.
The
I think we need a
ministers
contract.
the ministers
tunnel.
call out a scribe, and they stand around with the scribe for a moment, hurriedly writing up an agreement on a scroll. And when they present it to you, you find in very intricate writing, hereby declared by the 6 ministers of Regisa, Abdul Jafar, Argesh Tonepole, Sonia Calafudal, Elendil, Kalvalar, and Z are hereby recognized as a division of the United Front, shall be granted the permissions and the privileges of an elite division within the United Front, and shall be regarded in the utmost respect by all members of the United Front.
I sign at the bottom.
Same. Me likey.
it may not have such influence as the words of Yulkeen Ser, as this is but the words of men, but I will still sign the document.
I guess I'll sign the doc as well.
I'm gonna scribble.
The ministers and the scribe regard Argesh's scribble in puzzlement, admittedly.
Remember, I
However,
have wisdom as well, so it's like a special scribble.
They
Sophisticated.
they do accept it,
Exquisite.
and they say, we are
That was-
truly glad that you have accepted our
That was my name in high school,
Our,
Special Scribble.
extension to you, and we wish you only the safest of travels when we don't have need of you. And when you want rest, when you need refuge, just know that there will always be room for lodging here within Folas.
Do I have a king size bed?
You can have a king size bed.
Yes.
Room for lodging is cool, but how about room for worship?
We do in fact have temples.
Do you have showers?
Temples to
We do have
Yulkeen
showers.
Ser?
We do have a temple to Yolki and Sarah, that is correct.
Do you need anyone to be an exterminator? Sorry, not an exterminator, an executor. Same thing.
An executioner, a headsman.
Yes.
Nope, exterminator.
Like killing people.
We, I suppose we could call on you at times if you feel a calling to the passion of justice.
Please do,
dish
otherwise
out
this
to those-
population is gonna fall.
That is a little disconcerting, but I'm just going to address that at a later date.
I would like to pat Z on the shoulder and say, I believe you'll give it a good try. Just make sure you don't trip while executing someone and accidentally knock yourself out and be unconscious for the encounter.
Yes, don't do that.
Good call.
Well,
Can I get
do you
my
have
money now?
any powerful like weapons, but that aren't used? No magic, but powerful, like stronger.
Yeah, I
than
like how
water.
the Thieves Guild said they would give us stuff and then we just dipped.
No, with time, they will attempt to assemble something for you.
Epic.
It's like a subscription service.
Um,
You're now subscribed to the UF and
ministers
the Thieves
say-
Guild.
I suppose we do have the armory, but we would have to get special clearance from the quartermasters general in order to withdraw anything from there.
I could use a upgrade in equipment as long as you want me fighting on the front lines.
I would also like an upgrade.
Quiet, cart driver.
Be quiet, long face.
What?
Elves have longer faces. Have you not seen pictures of elves?
No, because they don't exist.
I am but half of an elf.
Oh, okay, medium face.
Oh, that's funny.
So wouldn't short face be dwarf?
Yeah,
So medium face would be human.
or half elf.
About 75%
So the
face.
exact
We'll
same
go with
deal.
2/3.
So you're insulting yourself here.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I would like to go. Can you show
Jacob
me
takes
to
a
these
D4
showers?
psychic damage.
Yes. Lower member of the UF does escort you to the showers.
All right, and then there, I would like to spend 30 minutes performing my holy cleansing ceremony.
Waffle stomp.
You dropped the soap!
Oh no!
The holy cleansing will be performed by Sonia. Yes.
Sweet.
I would like to take Argesh and find the Temple of Yolkeen Ser.
You and Argesh travel out to a magnificent marble temple, and see several dozen people inside, all either reading or praying or studying, and it is truly a place of knowledge.
It is here that I will engage in the sacred act known as reading the last chapter of Science, Intro to Science.
Chapter 7 of Intro to Science details the psychology of specifically the human mind, which has been extensively studied by the author of Intro to Science, and it details
What's the author's name?
McDougal.
probably it's actually
It's
unintelligible.
LaQuandrius Jones Jr. the
It-
fourth,
it's-
right?
No, actually, you can't read the author's name. It's been scratched out as if it is meant to be lost to time.
The freak.
Yolkeen Ser himself. Okay, after reading this chapter on human psychology, I would like to pass this book and the knowledge it contains on to Argesh Tonepole, fellow party member and disciple of Yolkeen Ser.
Thank
I'd like to submit a request to withdraw items from the armory.
You actually don't submit that request. The ministers would submit that request.
Get fucking
Okay.
destroyed.
Then I got nothing to do. I guess I'll go vibe.
All right, and then
Z wants to get hammered.
Z.
Guys, I think we have some leftover items on the cart for Mr. Jacob's new character. You know, but I'm not here.
Shut up.
Z can go to the nearest tavern, and as he enters, you notice the overwhelming stench of the ale of Folos, and
Oh,
it truly feels good.
I'd like to buy a large tankard.
You buy the largest tankard they have.
How big is this
Yeah.
tankard?
It's actually only about a half gallon.
Okay, but how big compared to the bartender's bicep?
Well, I don't know about the bartender's biceps, but this is about how large the tankard is.
I would like to grab this tankard.
You do grab that tankard.
I shall tilt my head back at about 45 degrees. Open up my throat as wide as I can and let
Open your mouth or
all
open
of
your
that
throat?
ale.
Can he roll for
Oh.
that just to make sure that he chokes on it and dies?
Oh, he actually succeeded. He's a professional ale drinker, actually.
That's what happens when you die and come back. All right, I'd like to take down the entire thing.
What?
I'd like to drink the entire tankard.
Yes, you do.
Sick.
And Kelvalar, how are you going to address this new age?
I got a magic staff that I kind of need to sell.
You do?
I think so. Yeah.
How?
Never mind. Whatever. I'm gonna just chill out, watch people, be my creepy self, silent.
Perfect.
Ah, like normal Andrew.
As he stares.
All right. And as the view of Deoria slowly pans inwards to look directly into Kelvalar's eyes, eventually it zooms super far into him and appears to lose itself in his pupil. And that will
Like
be
the
where this
Eminem song?
episode concludes. This will be where this episode concludes. So hopefully you all enjoyed the conclusion, the resolution to the entire Act 1 of Low Budget D&D, the Regisan Mage, and
God, that was so
with-
much fun. Me and Andrew had a swell time in a separate voice chat for 99% of that, just not saying a single
Actually,
word
it
to
was
each other.
precisely for
it was like 31, 32 minutes. No,
half of
yeah.
that. See, I thought it was like 40 minutes, and it was like
You
40
guys
minutes.
missed us 100%ing the Thieves Guild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't do that.
So hopefully you all enjoyed that, and maybe you'll even join us for the intermission in between now and Act 2, and the wild adventures that are to come with our new adventurers. So have a great week, and hopefully you'll join us next Wednesday at noon.
Feel me like a Hellcat.